Today in this video we are going to learn about division. So in the previous classes we have learned different topics of division, and today in this video we are going to learn division of 2-digit number by 1-digit number. And this is long division. This is also known as long division. Okay. So first, before we get into the steps how to do division, let us try to understand what are the different parts of division. Now as you can see here, I have written one example on the board. Let us try to understand what are the various parts, what are the different parts of division. So you see here, the question is 35 divided by 5. Now we can write this in this way also. 35 divided by 5 is equal to how much? Okay. That is what our question is. So we are going to find out in this way, and let's see what is 35, what is 5 here, what is the answer called after dividing. Okay. So when we divide 35, the number which is to be divided, so 35 we are dividing, right? So the number which is to be divided is known as dividend. Okay. Once again, the number which is to be divided is known as dividend, and the number by which we divide the dividend, the number by which we divide the dividend is called divisor. So over here you can see 35 is being divided by 5. So 5 is the divisor of 35. Okay. Now the next step, we have to divide 35 by 5. Now 35 divided by 5. 35 goes by what time? In 5's table. So we are going to read the table of 5 till we get 35. And you will find that when we read the table of 5, we get 35 at 7th time. Okay, so we write this answer, like the 7th, that is the answer we write just above that, above this, okay, the bar line, above the bar line. And in some cases we also write in this way, like this we do. Okay, over here we write 35, and this is your divisor, and here we write the quotient. Now the answer which we get is known as quotient. Quotient. It's not question. Okay, it is called quotient. Right? The spelling is Quotient. Quotient. Now finally, after dividing, we get a after subtracting, 5 7s are 35. So just below the dividend we will write that number which comes at 7 times. So we have written 35. And then what do we do? Why do we subtract? We subtract because we have learned that division is also known as repeated subtraction, right? Division is also known as repeated subtraction, and that is why we subtract. In case of multiplication, you must have seen after multiplying the 2-digit number, then we add them. Why we add? Because we know that multiplication is repeated addition. That is the reason. Okay. So after subtraction, you get an answer over here also. So that is called remainder. Something is remaining towards the end after division. Okay. So that's called the remainder. So once again I am repeating all the 4 parts of division. The number which is to be divided is known as dividend. The number by which we divide the dividend is known as divisor. The answer which we get after dividing the number, okay, dividend, is known as quotient. And finally we get, after subtraction we get some remainder, okay, some answer which is called the remainder. Remainder means whatever is left out. That is called remainder actually. Okay, so these are the various parts. Now what you are going to do is, you will write down this in your maths copy, okay, CW copy. You will copy this example in your copy, okay. Now we are going to do the further sums. Now let us try to take few more examples and we'll just see to that. There are few questions given on page number 94, okay. Divide and write the divisor, dividend and quotient. Now we are going to learn division. In this class we will be learning division without remainder. Without remainder means the remainder will be 0. And when will it be 0? When the dividend is exactly divided by the divisor. right? So we are going to learn that. Let's write here division of two-digit number by one-digit number. Okay. So the example what we have just now done, that was the example of exactly the same division of two-digit number by one-digit number, and specifically without remainder. Without remainder, we are going to do division without remainder. That is, our remainder will be 0. So let's take few more examples. Okay, like here in case of page number 94, the first I have already done on the board. Okay, I'll give you example from my side. Let's take 18 divided by, okay, write down here. Okay, now 18 is the dividend. Over here 2 is the divisor. Now we are dividing 18 by 2. Okay, so we will read the table of 2. Okay, then in case of table of 2, 18 comes at 9 times. Fine. So now we will read 9 2s are 18, and that 18 we will copy down just below this dividend, and we will subtract it. 18 minus 18 is 0. Okay. Now let's write the components, the parts of this division. First we will write what is the dividend. In this case, dividend is 18. Okay. Divisor. What is the divisor over here? It is 2. Quotient. Quotient means this one is 9. Okay. So in this way, you will be doing page number 94. All divisor, dividend, quotient. You don't have to find out remainder, because remainder will always be 0 in case of without remainder question. Okay, so this is going to be one of the topic which we are learning in this class. So we have learned division of two-digit number. You can see here two-digit numbers are there, which we have divided by one-digit number, and we have also found all the parts of division. Okay, so please complete page number 94. All the questions. Okay, and you can also practice from any other book if you have, and you can practice these this division sums. Okay, now we move to the next topic. Just now we have learned about the division of two-digit number by one-digit number without remainder. Okay, now we will learn with remainder. Now with remainder means what? That means some remainder is left out there. Some remainder is left. Means, let's see what. With remainder we'll say. With remainder. Okay, so I'll just take an example over here. Say for example, I am taking 17 divided by 2. Now over here 17 is the dividend, 2 is divisor, and we have to find out the remainder and the quotient. Okay. Now how to do this? Of course here we have to read the table of 2. And we have to read the table of 2 till we get 17. Shall we get 17 in 2's table? Actually not. We will not get the table of, we will not get 17 in 2's table. So let's see what comes. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 3s are 6. 2 4s are 8. 2 5s are what? 10. 2 6s are 12. 2 sevens are 14, and one more time, because you see 14 and over here we are very close to this answer. Let's see, 2 eights are what? 2 eights are 60. Okay, now if I go 2 nines are 80. Now if I take by 2 nines are, now 2 nines are 18. 18 is bigger than 17. Okay, so I cannot take by 2 nines are, because I cannot subtract 18 from 17, isn't it? But we have to think of some smaller number which is very close to it, and the remainder which we will get, always remember, it has to be less than the divisor. Always less than the divisor. This concept, you keep it in your mind. The remainder, whatever the remainder comes out after subtracting, okay, it has to be lesser than the divisor. So now we have here 2 8s are 60 and 2 9s are 18. Among these two, we have to think which number to select. If I take, I told you already, if I take 2 9s are 18, that becomes a bigger number, and if I go by 2 8s are 16, then this is somewhat closer to it. So we will go by 2 8s are, okay, 2 8s are, 2 8s are 16, and as I mentioned earlier, that the remainder should always be less than the divisor. Whatever comes over here, it should be less than this. Always remember this. Okay. So now let us subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So now let's see. Now we are going to write all the components, all the parts of division. Okay. Now see here. Let's write capital D for dividend. Okay. That is 70. Dividend is 70. Then let's write small d for divisor. Divisor is 2. For quotient we will write capital Q, that is 8. And for remainder we will write capital R, which is 1. Okay. So in this way you will do the sum. Fine. Now what I have done here, I have taught you division of 2-digit number by 1-digit number with remainder. Okay, you can see here in page number 96, find the quotient and the remainder. You will get enough of questions here. So what you are going to do, I hope you have understood this part, how to go about. Let's take one more example and let's try to understand a little bit more. Okay, so from here I will be taking the second question, 96, page number. Question number 2 I will be taking. This is one example, you will copy down this, and another example. Example number 2. Let us do that. I am dividing, say, right. It is 27 by 4. Okay, I am dividing 27 by 4. That is 27 divided by 4. Now, you know what is 27, what is 4. 27 is dividend and 4 is the divisor. Now we have to start dividing. Okay. Now we will have to read the table of 4. Let's do that. 4 1s are 4. 4 2s are 8. 4 3s are 12. 4 4s are 16. 4 5s are 20. 4 6 are 24 and 4 7s are 28. Now what we have to do, we have to find a closer number to this. Now you see here, these are the closer number. Okay. Now if I go by 4 6 are 24. If I do 4 6 are 20, if I take 4 7s are 28. So 28, what happens? I cannot take 20 also. 4 5s are 20 if I take, say for example, I am taking 4 5s are 20. Okay, I'll just make you understand this also. If I am taking 4 5s are 20, you may have the question, ma'am, why can we not take 4 5s are, 4 4s are? Okay, so why we cannot take? The reason behind this is, see, when we are subtracting this, what is the remainder coming? The remainder is coming much bigger than the divisor. Whereas I told you that the remainder should always be less than the divisor. And here it is coming 7. and this is 4. Okay, so which is wrong. So we have to think of a number which is close to it, and after subtracting we should get the remainder which is less than the divisor. Okay, so let us do that. Okay, so we cannot take by 5 times. So I hope you have got the point why we cannot take by 5 times. And if we take by 4 times, it will the remainder will become much bigger than 4. Okay, so what we have to do here is we will take 4 6s and 4 7s we can't take. Why? Because 4 7s is bigger than 27, and we cannot subtract a bigger number from a smaller number, isn't it? So we have to take 4 6s. Let us do this. 4 6s is how much? 24. And then we will subtract. Now 7 minus 4 is 3 and 2 minus 2 is 0. Now you can see very well over here that the remainder is lesser than the divisor, which was our the motive. We have to get that. Now we will write all the components, the parts of the division. Let us write D, that is capital D stands for dividend, as I told you earlier. So what is dividend over here? 27. Then what is the divisor? Small divisor is, small d is the divisor, which is 4. Then quotient. What is quotient here? This is our quotient, 6. And the remainder is 3. So we have got here all the parts of the division. Okay. So but then you see what? In page number 96, you have to only mention quotient and remainder. So you have to only keep these two things in your mind. That's it. Don't need to mention about dividend, divisor, because I have already told you what a dividend and what is divisor. Alright. So in this way you are going to do page number 96 and 97. And with that you will also complete page number 94. Okay. This you can do it in the book itself. No need to do it in copy, because you have enough space over here to do the sum. Right? So in this video only this much. I will be back in the next video with another concept of division. Till then you keep learning and just do these sums and practice if possible. Just practice these kind of sums from different books also if you have at home. Okay. So thank you for watching this video and take care. Bye bye.